Hello all and welcome back to the week of Peglin, where I valiantly attempt to defeat Crucible 15 as the Roundrel. So let's see how well we'll do in this attempt. Now of course I will freely admit I've not done very well so far. Ooh, let's try getting more chests, this might work. I'm sure it's all going to end poorly, but we will find out soon enough. Let's have a quick look ahead at the map. So as soon as we jump in, we're going to see how much further we need to actually go as we move forwards. So let's have a quick look and see then, shall we? Okay, so we want to go right, left, right. Yeah, okay. That's fine. So one of the things that I've been trying to do as the Roundrel is to try to increase my Borlusion, because Borlusion is an evasion stat. But because maybe I've been trying to stack that a little too heavily, I've not really been getting too much benefit out of it. And it's all been ending quite poorly. One of the other big things as well is that, as the Roundrel, I stack a debuff effect with every shot. And that's pretty damn good. So I need to try and figure out if I can get more beneficial things. One of the things that I got, which I really wish I'd been able to get a particularly good benefit from, was the essentially increasing the debuff stack by 1, which was a quite powerful, useful item. And unfortunately, of course, as you can see, that I don't have it currently. Oh dear, that was a very bad shot. I'm about to get hit quite badly. Ow, 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 ow. Ow. Yeah, the trouble is, of course, with the current status of, what's it called? Crucible, I take additional bonus damage from the enemies because they get to have multiple turns when I get to have one. Or multiple point. When I reload, they get to have extra turns. Ooh, the ice circle might be quite useful. Let's take that. It's a useful ball. So we're going to go down to the right then. So let's see how well this goes. Ooh, indeed. Okay, so we've dropped down a... Oh, okay. I mean, alright, let's duplicate all the orbs. Now, I know that that killed me in one of the more recent runs. That didn't go well at all, did it? It was funny, but yeah, I felt really bad and dumb with that one. Okay, so let's see. Oh dear, I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to hit that one, but that's fine. Okay, that's kind of cool, I guess. Let's head left if we can. I should have checked what we actually had. Oh no, I'm going to the right. That means that I'm going to have to fight a boss. Oh no, that's not great. Well, I've got loads of orbs now though. I just need to upgrade them. That's the problem. Okay, so let's stack up some money. That's the big thing I need to do, is stack up some money. Okay, so this thing should be quite interesting because this will pierce through all enemies. Actually, they're all going to die anyway, so bang. Pew! It didn't do a silly amount of damage, but, you know, it was very useful all the same. Let's see. Triggering the explosions, left, right, and center. That's great. So that's not so helpful in the grand scheme of things, though. I actually wanted to try and get more money. So let's see if we can get a little bit more cash as we pivot on down. And we've got 24. So... okay, it's the slime bag. So, let's see how well this can go then. It's not a terrifying mini-boss, as long as I can keep the other slimes under control. Because it will take extra damage from spawning the slimes, which is good. And of course, it does confer the debuffs that are currently applied to it to the freshly spawned slimes, which is quite interesting. Bang. There we go. Let's fling that one off. Okay. Let's see if I can get in there. Well, I've ignited that one. Not really much else can I say on that. Okay. So, again, we're stacking the poison. The poison debuff stack is really what I'm aiming for at the moment. There are a few other things that I can do that will increase my chances of doing poison damage. And that's really important. In my own personal opinion. I say my personal opinion. It is very important for me to do more and more damage like that. So, let's see what happens if I... There we go. So, this is going to be a nice, tasty hit that's going to clear off the board. Excellent stuff. So, they're all dead now. That's fine. Okay. Enemies still coming through. I mean, again, as long as I can just whittle them down, I'm kind of golden. really. Ah, drat. That didn't go as well as I'd hoped. So that wasn't quite as good a shot as the previous one. Ah, the rainbow slime that I cannot hit. Well, I'm not likely to be able to hit. It's going to survive, unfortunately. I'd very much like to kill it, but I'm not going to be able to. Not with a shot like that as well. Okay, this one needs to die quite quickly. So let's see if we can get a nice 36 damage. Oh, there we go. 34 damage, just enough. That's going to take quite a lot of damage there. Let's... I'd like to have the shield to prevent damage to myself as I, you know, reload. And that's really all I can kind of hope for here. Okay, well, that's another good bomb. Excellent. So, pow, explosion. Okay. Piercing damage is a thing, at least. And we're going to take a little bit of damage. Dodge 2 damage. Okay, that was not as bad as I was expecting. Not going to lie. But we have another explosion. That's going to clear off a little bit more of them. Excellent. Okay, so these guys actually get some bonus damage. I wonder if that's just based on wanting to ruin my day even further. Oh dear, that wasn't quite as good as I was hoping. Well, that's a dead slime. Okay, another rainbow slime has spawned. And it would help if I could hit the damn thing, but I don't think that's going to happen. Explosions. Piercing. I'm going to discard that one and see what we can try. Nah, it's not going to work. Because unless I can entangle it, which I don't think is going to happen. There. Oh, I missed the refresh. That's really what I wanted to do, is hit the refresh. But it's not working out quite as well as I'd like. Okay. So 64 damage, that's enough, but there we go, it's escaped. That's fine, it got away, okie dokie. Right, so let's upgrade some orbs. I would like to upgrade the Aggressive Maneuver Orb. I think that would be sensible, and I'm going to just move on. Each crit trigger for projectile causes a... Okay, that's kind of interesting. Let's give that a go. Because that'll mean we'll do more piercing penetrative shots, which is quite good. So, let's drop down here. So that should mean that we'll get ourselves a chest here now. And then we've got a chest, followed by a chest, followed by another chest. Okay, so we're going to increase our post-battle healing. That's very useful. Explosions, left, right, and center, that's fine. Right, what I need to do is I want to see which way do we want to head. Ooh. So let's have a look. Yeah, we want to go left by the looks of things. Boink. Here we go. Down the left we trot. What's in this chest? This one is when I lose health. Okay, so I take less damage overall. I like it. I like it. I'm going to go left. And let's see what we get. So this is going to increase our money a little bit further. 12. That's nice. Oh. I'm going to invest all my money. I'm probably going to regret that, but I've done it all the damn same. So let's see how well this goes. Okie then. So we've got a big horde of spiders. That's fine. So they need to die. Again, that's fine. Explosion, slice, and 12 evasion. So, yeah, 12 ball illusion, it's a thing. It's not amazing, but it's something at this point. And any extra evasion is really what I'm after. That's really it. That's all I can say at this point. I just need the health evasion. Okay, so let's see if we can hit some foes. Now, I didn't hit the crit, which is a shame. And I need to trigger a bomb. Let's see if I can activate that bomb over there, shall we? Oh, that was atrocious. That's not good. Okay, well, I'm genuinely shocked that I got away with that 12 evasion. Bang, that worked out. Okay, poison damage, fine. What next? Okay, so let's see if we can trigger the refresh. That's what I really want. Unfortunately not. Okay, well, that one's gonna die. That's fine. Looks like we should probably heal after this fight, I think. Okay, well, the explosion's going to do a lot of damage there. That's good. The Evasive Maneuver Orb 2 is significantly more scary as things go. Give that one a slice. We've got 23% chance of evasion of that 1 damage. That's okay. I mean, the reduction of damage overall is probably going to save my bacon. Probably. We'll see, though. We'll see. Okay, so I'm going to continue and... left. Let's head left. Hit the money. Whoop, there we go. That was a little bit close, if you ask me. Left, right, and then we've got the slime boss. Okay, well, let's get the orb. Yeah, we've got an obelisk level 1. So that obelisk, once we upgrade it, will improve all of the other pebbles, if memory serves. If I quickly open up the bag so we can have a quick look. There it is. Yeah, so it gates stats from each pebble and bold orb, but at level 2, it also starts giving benefits to all of the pebbles and bold orbs as well, which is really nice. Okay, so that's not helpful, but then again, I can't pierce these guys because they're not considered on ground, so my piercing shots won't matter, which is fine. A little disappointing, but that's okay. Well, that one's dead. I should see if I can hit this bomb. Okay, we've ignited the bombs. Okay, everybody here is going to die. And then detonation goes off. That one gets smacked. And then we want to try and get a little bit of money. Ping, ping, ping. There we go. Well, I mean, I forget the walls and bouncers, the bottom bouncers are extra bouncy. That's a thing, isn't it? Let's refresh the board. Let's get some extra money on the board. That's great. Now, the big horrible slime is going to be a bit of concern to me because, shockingly enough, I don't really want to get absorbed by it, but we know full well that's going to happen. So, I think the one that I need to upgrade is going to be the obelisk because then, of course, it does give me, look at that, it gives extra bonus damages. So we're going to upgrade it, and I'm going to take a heal. And here we have our boss fight. Here we go. Let's see how well this goes then, shall we? So, I've defeated the mole once so far in my valiant attempts through. So, this could end very poorly, if you ask me. Okay, well, that obelisk is doing a killer amount of damage. Look at that. Smack. 200 damage. I love it. I love it when something like that happens because it's given me a big boost to overall damage. So that's a good 81. And again, it's also now going to take more critical hit damage. So I really, really need to activate as many of the critical hit locations as possible. Unfortunately, I spooned that up a treat, didn't I? Okay, so this is a crit. There we go. So that's going to make this hit a little bit more effective. 64, so 84. So that's another 20% of damage. Well, another 20 damage, not even 20%. That was glorious. Okay, so... oh, no, because it's a 30% modifier, isn't it? It's now a 60% modifier. That's becoming quite scary. Exploitable is one of those things that I'm not really tried to make much benefit from, and I'm kind of shocked that I've been so... stupid, not really to ignore it, but not use it as comprehensively. So let's see if we can get some more scary hits off. So that's 60, so that's going to give it 114 damage. It's going to take another good chunk of overall damage, which is nice. So let's ricochet some shot. Oh, that was a bad shot. Okay, it's blinded, but I am inside it, so it's going to survive. But the refresh might be able to give me some Illusion, which I think I might be able to avoid damage with. Okay, and it's got 120% overall damage increase there, so that's good. 15, oh my. Let's launch this shot out of here. I should have launched it over the other way to get the critical hit. Yeah, I need to really favour the crits, but the trouble is, if I do, it's just going to fall through and not do any damage. Well, no, it's not going to do no damage. It's not going to do as much damage as I'd like. Okay, the refresher hit, so that's a crit. That's probably not going to be enough, is it? Oh, no, no, that was. Wow, that was scary. Cool. So, I'm going to take the Toil and Trouble, because that's pretty good. And I'm going to... let's take an upgrade, and... and that'd be quite tasty, wouldn't it? But this also is very good. That's very scary. I think upgrading the obelisk is probably the most sensible plan. I am going to heal. Okay. Dense. Double damage, but hurt me. I'm going to take that one. We'll make it dense. Give it a go. So we've managed to get out of the forest, so I'm really pleased with that. Now we're entering into the castle. So let's have a quick look ahead and see where we want to go. Right, we want to head to the left by the looks of things, and we're fighting the artist type thing. That's slightly irksome, because they are quite annoying in the grand scheme of things, but that's fine, that's fine. So this one's going to be unusual in that it'll dump a load of damage, but these guys will percentage reflect damage back, so I could end up really ruining my day, unfortunately, if I don't do sufficient damage. Okay, that's going to be... Oh, that hurt! But look at how much damage that did. That was fantastic, wasn't it? Oh dear, that's a bad shot. Okay, let's see. I need to hit the refresh. No, I missed the refresh, unfortunately. I mean, the ricochets are still good. So that one's dead, thankfully. Okay, this one next up here, then. Come on, hit the refresh, please. No. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, this should hit the refresh. There we go. You can see how big the dense impact is affecting me there. It's really making quite a big impact in how quickly the ball drops. So they can't reflect the aerial attacks like that. Not really aerial, but well, they can't reflect the direct attacks like that. So that's good. Ow, ow, ow. I'm going to have to heal after this, aren't I? There's no ifs and or buts, I'm afraid. Well, the obelisk will just destroy it. Smooch. There we go. So we'll take a heal, and then we're going to move to the left. Yeah, the left. Whoop. There we go. So that could have gone worse, but it could have gone better. Those mirrors are kind of scary. I mean, I wouldn't say that the enemies in here are that scary, but they can be a little bit more uncomfortable. That's probably the best way of putting it. So let's hit the glorious shot here. Is this going to hit the refresh? No, it's not. It's not even going to hit the... It's not going to hit anything. Well, that could have been better. Let's hit the crit. Let's increase some of the damage here. Now, the thing is, the eye circle isn't, like, the most dangerous of all of them. It does hit quite hard, but it's not going to hit, like, a stupid hard. So, I need to hit the crit. So, we're going to dump a bunch of poison damage on that one. So, that's going to do a nice 4 poison damage. And we've got the exploitable on it. So, let's hit some more foes here, then. Okay, well, that one's dead. No ifs and buts there. Next guy. So, this one. We'll give this one a smack. Actually, let's do this. Smack the one on the back. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that. I thought I'd hit the obelisk. That's fine, though. Screwed up slightly. So, let's... Because this thing is going to hit really stupid hard. Look at that. That's absurd. Just instant death. Excellent. Some spintel points. Okay. Good old ricochet going off there. Ah, that was a bad shot. I need to hit the refresh. That's the... Oh, that was, again, a terrible shot. At least the poison damage is doing something for me here. Not much, but it's doing... Oh, for crying out loud, Walrus. You're being so bad at this today. Is the short answer to that. So let's try and hit the crit. There we go. We've hit the crit. So that's good. Really, it's not for the damage. It's more for the evasion. So the evasion is good. We've got another evasive maneuver orb. So can we hit... No, we did really badly there. That's not good. Ow, ow, ow. So we're going to hit a crit again. Oh my goodness. Can I stop dropping the shots, please? What is going on? Okay, so we're heading down the left then. Let's see how well this goes. I say hopefully it goes better. So, there's our first target ahead. And let's see how much damage we can accumulate here. So, the dense is meaning that I do a lot more damage there. So that's 96. And we've activated 3 exploitables. So that's a 30% increase of damage. Now, the thing is, the icicles are not as damaging as the pebbles now that I've got the obelisk. But the fact that they pierce and penetrate, they do a little bit more overall. So, you know, they're still very effective. Okay, so that one's got... Let's dump poison on that one, and hopefully I can hit the crit as it rolls across the bottom there. No, that's unfortunate. Well, that's still an extra 2 poison damage. That's going to tick over as we trot. So this one, you, good sir, you are going to die. There, you're very dead. Excellent, and we hit a crit, so that rolls through, doing a lot of damage to everybody in that line. So let's dump out the Terror Ball, and we will use the Orbalisk and see how much damage we can do here. If I'd hit the crit, that would have been absolutely devastating, but sadly no. So this one, so I need to do... Well, that's dead. That's great, and the refresh is keeping me going. Hitting the hits. I mean, that's devastating. Ow. Okay, you've got 47 health left. You're fine. Oops, I should have aimed a little bit more... you know, leading the shot rather than just aiming for it wildly like a moron. So, let's hit the refresh. Let's keep hitting those hits. And there's another... Oh, no, I didn't hit the second refresh. Okay, you got 94 health. Now, this, unfortunately, is the basic invasive maneuver. It's not the upgraded one. So, it's not going to do quite as much. Here's the upgraded one. So, this one will do a lot more damage. Not like a silly, silly amount, but... yeah, there we go. Now that's perfect, because of course the 6 times damage multiplier. That worked wonderfully. I'm going to heal. I'm going to upgrade an orb, and I'm going to... Let's upgrade the other evasive, the first evasive maneuver orb. So it's a really, really good evasive maneuver orb now. Whoa, ricochet! All over the shop. Oops. Anyway, so we're going to head left after this. Okay, it's Cubezoids everywhere. Cubey. Right, well, let's see if I can hit the crit. I don't think it's going to happen, though, is it? That's not enough either, unfortunately. That would have been nice if it had been enough, but no. Okay. So, this one, you're going to get targeted. And I really want to hit the crit. No, I didn't hit the crit. Because I want to hit the crit, because... Oh, no, let's try that again in English. Sorry, I want to hit the crit, because then that will favour me in that I will do penetrating damage. And the penetration hits are really important here. Because, as well as doing a lot of damage, now that my pebbles are upgraded from the Orbalisk, and they get an extra point of damage on critical hits, it'll pierce like that and kills off 2 of them. And that's the big, important point here. So I'm going to hit the refresh. Okay, so can I hit the crit? Yes, excellent. So it's not going to kill that one, but it is going to do a lot of damage. So I'm going to discard that one, hit the refresh possibly. Well, I've hit a bomb, so that's kind of good, I guess. Detonation, splat. Okay, you're going to hit me for 5. That's a bit rude. Okay, you and my friend are going to suffer an explosion. So that's going to kill off the one behind, and then the poison will finish off the one in front. Detonation, poison splash, excellent kill. Excellent, we got some Sprintel points. So, I didn't mean to heal, I wanted to upgrade an orb, but at least I'm at full health now. And that's kind of important, because I have struggled quite badly with actually keeping myself alive so far in these runs. So, if we get 2 more of the question marks, we will indeed get ourselves a lovely boost to our damage overall. In that, we will get another relic. So, unfortunately, I cannot not target the blasted weather vanes, because they are always frustrating. So I really need to rely on my eye circle to pierce everything on the ground floor. And that can only really be achieved if I can hit a blasted critical hit. But that didn't happen. Oh well, fine. Okay, because that guy's going to heal, and he's very annoying. I didn't mean to hit that one. I should have discarded this one, because a Terror Ball is terrible, as the name actually suggests, and implies. But we are doing a little bit of stacking poison damage, so that's kind of nice. So let's see if we can hit some bombs. Okay, we've got a crit, so that's a bit of penetration damage there. It's not enough, though. Okay, let's hit that one again. So that's a bomb. Ooh. Detonation, that's going to kill this guy. 2 poison damage onto this one. Ow. Right, so let's hit the crit. That was pretty dumb, actually. I should have waited, and I wanted to hit the refresh. That would have been the sensible thing to hit, wouldn't it? So let's see if I can actually hit it. No, I can't. I've done a very bad shot there. Okay. Healing has taken place for our illustrious foes. And I really badly shot myself in the foot there, didn't I? Goodness. Well, the poison damage I'm stacking, so that's really all I can say here. I'm definitely going to have to heal after this fight. There's no ifs and or buts, unfortunately. Okay, so let's keep hitting the hits. Now, I've got a little bit of poison damage available. Okay, so this probably will kill both of the people on foot, which actually is the important bit because I don't actually have to kill those damn annoyances. But the 31% heal, because I've got that nice necklace, is very good. It's going to keep me alive. Okay, what's in this chest? Let's find out. The chest has... Each shot has a 2x Borlusion chance to trigger a crit. So we're actually more likely to get crits the higher our Borlusion. So of course we want a greater Borlusion if possible. So anything that can further our Borlusion, that is what we want at this point. So what's this one? Whenever it's refreshed, deal damage to or equal to pegs. Okay, that's pretty damn good. So we want to hit refreshes, we want to hit Borlusion. So we're sitting on a nice combo. Now, as much as I love the Ouroboros, I genuinely cannot justify taking it away. I'm just going to remove an orb, so I'm going to get rid of that. There we go, we got rid of one of those. I've taken some damage. That's fine and dandy, though. So I really want to go to the right. If I look at this map here. Okay, so we're going to hit the question mark, and I want to hit the treasure just on the right. Okay, so we've got a bit more money coming in. And what's this one do? Ooh. Okay, that's interesting. And we're going to hit this. So what's this chest going to be? Let's find out. Whenever you evade an attack, convert 2 to... Oh, interesting. So that's good. Okay, this question mark, it's going to give us some more money. And it's a fight. We have a fight on our hands indeed. So let's see how much damage we can stack with our lovely Orbalisk. Well, that guy is dead. Bye. Toodles squish. Next. Okay, so let's start stacking some evasion, shall we? Okay, so that's not going to do a silly amount of damage, unfortunately, but it did slow them down. That's important. And now that we've got Borlusion, there we go. We've got a 48% chance of just doing a crit just by existing. That is glorious. So let's see if we can stack some more so that we didn't get that on that one, unfortunately, which is fine. It's just a little disappointing. Okay, so we hit the shield. So I think I want to target that guy. And let's see if I can... that's not going to work, is it? Can I trigger a detonation of a bomb? No, I cannot. But done a little bit of poison. That's always good. So we've got our eye circle. So I'm going to hit the crit. That's worked out an absolute treat. My 48% chance Borlusion isn't really doing me as many favours as I'd like there. But that worked out wonderfully. So the guy in front of me now is in trouble. So let's activate the Borlusion bonus and see if we can get some better from the evasive maneuver orb at level 3. Oh, that's good. So that's going to give me a really high Borlusion now. 68%. So I should now have a 120% chance of doing a crit. So there we go. We are critting everything left, right, and centre. Bang. Splat. And this guy coming forwards. I want to hit the refresh, if I'm brutally honest with me. Oh, well. That worked out fine. Everyone died. So let's have a quick look ahead. So we're going to fight another enemy ahead of us. I'm going to take the Spinificacious Sting, and I'm going to take a quick heal. There we go. So let's ping some money and move on through. Down the skull we go. We're definitely fighting an enemy now. 100%. Ah, now you are the one I need to deal with, because you crossbowed me an absolute storm. At the same time, I do also want to deal with that blasted chandelier. They're very annoying. So let's see if I can do some annoyances. Now, I do want to try and get into Haglin's shop at some point, mostly because I really want to sell off I say sell off. Remove a couple of orbs. I'd like to get rid of the other terrible, because that would be very sensible, I would consider. A very sensible plan of action. And if I can, I'd really like to remove... oh, that's annoying, so that's not going to kill that one, is it? Oh, it's still pierced. So I've got a stack of that poison damage, that's good. Okay. Now, this one. Can I hit the crit? No, I cannot. Damn, I need to aim for that refresh then. Well, at least a little bit is stacked through. Okay, so let's see what happens if I actually aim for the refresh. Nothing happens, apparently. Well, we've got 12 Borlusion. Yeah, I got a 24% chance of evasion. Sorry, not evasion, of hitting a crit. But that didn't happen, did it? Oh, come on, game. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Okay, well, we're detonating a bomb off there, so that's going to not kill that guy off yet, but it is going to make his day a little bit worse. Ow. Okay, little nasty pointy man. Okay, well, I've got a hit, definite crit, so that's going to pierce both of them. Ow. 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 Okay. Let's try again on the refresh front. There we go. We've refreshed and we've hurt everybody for just existing because we've refreshed. That's the important bit here. Right, the chandeliers are dead. Everyone else is dead. I'm going to take a heal. I'm not going to upgrade an orb. I can't risk it right now. I need to stay on top of my health. That was very close. I didn't realize I could dodge fiery pits of ow, but if it works, I'm not going to complain. Right, so we're going to get a little bit of money by going into this question mark. Please not be one of these. I was really hoping I'd find the guy I gave some money to, because I'd really like it if I could get the benefit of the money back, please. Okay, that's going to hurt, because those guys are really annoying. Okay, so we're going to hit a little bit of extra damage out here. So, these guys got 150 health. So this piercing shot won't kill all of them, but it will at least kill 2 of the guys. And they hit really hard. Ow. Okay, so at least I'm only taking 1 damage from the chandeliers of flaming, annoying death. So that guy's dead. Bamf. Freezy death. Right, so this is going to be interesting because, of course, the Obelisk will hit everything in the column, which means it will kill both of them. And that worked out fantastically. Okay, got some more spintail points. So I'm going to aim for that guy on the ground. I wish I'd hit a crit, but unfortunately I haven't got any Borlusion enough that I can do that. So I really need things that can increase my Borlusion, if anything, right now. Okay, well that guy's going to die. Let's hit a refresh. That's lovely. So that's going to ping a load of damage on the board. And if I can hit another refresh, that should probably kill off both of them, but no. Sadly not. Well, we've got a 22% Borlusion, so now we're going to crit with this shot. I've forgotten who I'm targeting, but it doesn't matter. Whatever it is, it's going to die, because that guy's dead, because the candelabra is destroyed. And bam! You can go away. Right, well, we're going to fight the boss. I'm going to heal. There's no ifs and no buts about this one. Here we go. Boss fight time. Okay, so we're moving into the painter. Now, the painter's got quite a lot of health. I think it's nearly... Yeah, nearly. I was going to say nearly 4,000. It is over 4,000. That is kind of frightening. Right, well, let's see what we can do as we target the painter directly with this impact. I need as much damage on the board as possible. And, well, we're going to do a little bit of damage as we go. So let's see what we can try and do here then. Well, that's not amazing. It's another 60 though. It's something. Stack the evasion. That's what we need. Okay, so we need to hit a crit over there, don't we? So let's hit that one. And that's going to do 4 poison. That's good. It's not fantastic though. That's 1 damage. Okay, Spinification's Sting is really going to have to hit a crit, isn't it? Because I need to stack as much poison damage as is possible, and of course it bloody didn't, did it? They're being very frustrating right now, aren't they? Okay, well it hits the crit, and let's see what we get. Nothing else there. 73 damage. Oh, it's not great, is it? Okay, so 100, 170. I mean, the exploitables is really kind of what I'm hoping for against this thing, because I need to just do as much damage as possible. I also need to light a bomb on fire. Okay, so that bomb's lit. Let's see if we can get more out of it. I'd like it if I could get that other bomb lit as well. Okay, there we go. So it's 2 bombs detonating. It's not enough to kill, but if I can hit the refresh... I don't know if that's going to count, is it? Oh, it might do. Drat. That's not what I was hoping for, but it's still better than nothing right now. Okay, so I've still got another 3,000 to do. Come on, I need to hit the refresh. Drat. I didn't hit the refresh, did I? So that's what I'm aiming for, because then that should kill off all 3 paintings. They are going to stack poison damage on me if I do, but it's what I need right now. There we go. So that's all 3 paintings broken. Excellent. So I'm going to dump that, and we're going to go with our lovely Obelisk, because the Obelisk is big and scary, and that's not as much damage as I was hoping for. Okay, so it's got 6 exploitables, so if it'll do another 60% damage on top. So let's hit the crit. So this is my evasive maneuver orb level 3. So this should do a good, like, 400 damage. Excellent work. That did all right. So we've got a 50% chance of illusion. So evading the shot, but that means every shot we fire will be a critical hit regardless. So that's 50. So that's going to do about 80 damage. Again, we've got a 90% increase of damage. Okay, we dodged. That's fine. And we got another crit. So that's going to be a, what, another 200 damage? Almost? Not much. Not enough. Okay. So I'm now going to get hit a lot as we cycle through for the next wave of attacks. Okay. So let's see if I can get in here and... I mean, I'm hitting a crit, which is good, so that's more poison damage. But I was hoping to get the bomb. Should be able to now, I think. There we go. So we've got the bomb and the refresh. So it's going to destroy all of the paintings. So I'm going to take another bunch of poison damage, annoyingly. Oof, that's a painful amount. But the increasing damage from the crits is really beginning to pay off now. I mean, it's taking 120%. So it's twice as much. So, ooh, another 150% damage. So that's pretty good. We don't have enough for a crit, though. Is it going to be... Is it going to roll down the paintbrush? No, it's not going to give me a crit. That's annoying. But that's 120 damage. So let's see if I can hit that crit marker there. Or where's the other one? Oh, damn, it's down there. Okay, that's not going to be superbly positive. That's really annoying. Okay, so it's now got nearly 300... Well, 180 additional % of damage, so... Well, we've definitely crit. Wow. 84. Superb. Okay, so 848 damage left to do. Can we do it in droves? Let's see. Okay, well, the refresh did well. 224. We've got an evasion going. Ow. 1 damage. I mean, 1 damage is 1 damage. It's not superb. 90, so that's another 90. So I need to do... Ooh, okay, so the Spinificacious Sting. You're going to be the tricksy component here. That's not enough. That's another 5 poisons. That's 50 damage is going to take it off as soon as we strike forwards. Okay, that's 140. Can I ignore the others and just focus on the boss? It's all I can do right now. 150, so that should be enough. There we go. Perfect. That worked. Excellent. We've got 100 money. 100 gold. So, Memorb. That's going to be pretty saucy, I think. The Memorb, I think, is the one we want. Okay, let's upgrade an orb. And I'm going to go with some more evasion. And I'm going to heal and go back at full health. What's this one do? Projectile attacks pierce an additional 2 enemies, but deal 75 less damage and self-damage. Okay, bombs are going to be way more bum is the best way of putting that. Battle start with more money. Let's do that. See what we find. Who knows? Here we go. So we're into the mines now. So this is where the excitement begins, unfortunately. Right, well, let's fight this first horrible, shall we? Okay. Trigger all of that explosive goodness, and then well, this is only a level 2 one, so we're going to get another 17 Borlusion. So evasion is king here. Oh, yes, so these guys, I forgot about that. They will make the others nastier and scarier as we go. Okay, so that puff of wind. Okay, so let's hope for the best, as unfortunately those damn mushrooms heal things as they come closer to me. So crit as activated. That's a nice refresh, so that's going to do a big dump of poison damage. Those damn puffing mushrooms, they're very annoying. Okay, the Memoir, bonus damage, left, right, and center. Okay, that could have been better. Right, Obelisk time. You're my big scary friend here, my lovely angry orb. Rock death. Okay, that's going to squash you an absolute treat. Boom, squash, go away. Slime time. You are going to get a good refresh ping. That's good. So we don't really... Okay, what have we actually got? We've got a couple of spinny banks. Interesting. Spinny banks are fun. So we've got some more crits. So that means they're going to pierce through everything. Should probably check and see. Cannot activate multiple... Okay. So we're doing no damage whatsoever. That was atrocious. Oh, okay. Interesting. I'd forgotten what that did. Well, I mean, it did a thing. Definitely did a thing. Okay. I think we need the Borlusion buff. Here we go. So, here we go. Next room, next floor. Let's see if I can hit that. No, we didn't get that joy, did we? But we got a little bit of money, and that's nice. So the treasure chest is... Who knows? Ah, increasing the money. That's nice. So let's aim down here. So we need one more. Please be the little bugger who's taking my money. Oh, no, of course it's not. And I can't see the map. Ah, okay, so this is dangerous because as it disappears and fades in and out of existence, we have a problem. Well, let's hope for the best. I think that's all I can say here. I would have loved to hit the crit. There we go. So that's going to pierce through and do a little bit of poison damage. Excellent work. Hit the crit again. It's not really a silly amount, though, is it? Okay, so that's got 175. So a little bit is going to ping over and through. Okay, so now we're going to start getting the evasion stacks, which is really important at this stage. Okay, slice. The exploitable that we've got on this big thing there, that's kind of important, I feel. Okay, so we got a crit again. So 90, 100, so it's about 200 damage. So that's going to kill that horrible one. Okay, so we're going to hit another piercing crit, so that's great. And another refresh, so that killed off that other mushroom. Poison damage is ticking over, which is nice. That's all I can say there. It's just, it's doing constant owies. Well, it looks like the pebbles have been upgraded as we go, which is pretty good. Pretty useful. Okay, we've got a 22% chance of evasion, so that means we had a 44% chance of doing a crit. So there's another crit. Okay, this is going to do a kicking in the teeth for this thing. Excellent. And the poison damage stacks. Here comes the fun time. Okay, so that is some other nasty amount of damage and an obelisk to finish it off. Lovely work. A refresh, and that did it. Finish them off. Excellent work. Okay, so that's going to increase my crit. So let's add you into play, shall we? Let's do a quick heal. And we're going to aim for the fire. It was not what I was aiming for. I was aiming for this down here, which should be a chest. What is it? It is... Ah, prevent the first time I take damage. All right, I'll deal with that. So, in theory, I want to go down this one and then to the shop. So, let's not fight the mini-boss, because the mini-boss is asking, what am I even... Righty, so let's see what we're going to fight here then. The question is, do I go to the left, like after this area here? Oops-a-daisy. Do I go down to the left and then go to this shop, or do I go to the shop first? I think I need to go to the question mark first. That's probably the most sensible option, isn't it? Oof. Ow. Shot me back. How rude. Right, well, I'm going to stack up a bunch of poison on you, aren't I? Suffer. I mean, completely pointless, but it's a thing. Let's see if we can launch a... Oh, that's the wrong way. Well, I mean, maybe it'll still hit the crit. No, it won't. Oops. Oh, well. That could have gone better. Right, well, let's increase our overall critical damage by whacking out some spiness. So that's good. Bang. Okay, so it's going to keep hitting me back. It's a percentage of my damage deal that I do to it, isn't it? It's at 14% at the moment, so that's kind of alarming. Oh my goodness gracious me. That was terrifying. Oof. Rude. Well, it's dead, thankfully. I need a heal. I desperately need a heal. So we're going to do that. I'm going to give myself a nice heal. A nice heal, that's lovely. Okay, what does this actually do to me here? I mean, I could increase the spinny bank a bit, couldn't I? In theory. That's also pretty good. As is the mem orb. What would... Yeah, let's do the mem orb. Because it can target any enemy. And that's kind of the big thing that I'm looking at the moment. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. I'm through. I didn't realise that going into the portal would have done that. That's fine. That's weird. Okay. This is going to end badly for me, I think. Right, well, let's stack up some bonus money then, by the looks of things. Let's see if we can increase the cash. I mean, that works out nicely. And the fact that I have 2 spinny banks, it could work. I guess. Bomb. Okay, well, 1 bomb detonation. That's good. Patonk. Have 102 damage. That's the trouble is, it's going to always be a fixed 102 damage, so it's a bit of a weird one. Ooh. Okay, well, we're going to get another bomb detonation, so that's going to pierce through and do a little bit more damage to that one. So 108, so 2 poison, 20 poison damage, so I need to do... Ooh, quite a hefty amount more, don't I? So let's see. Whoops, a daisy. Not quite what I was aiming for, unfortunately. I don't want to try and use the Terror Ball. 104. I've got to do about 150 damage. So let's see. Well, at least the crit's activated. So that's going to go through and kill it. And being that it's a crit, it will at least pierce through as well. Oh, that worked out beautifully. Okay, let's try that again. But hope that we do slightly better. Of course, we're gaining more money because of the Spinny Bank's bonuses, which is great. And again, with the refresh, doing extra damage to things, it's working for us. It's not really anything I can write home about and say this is the best way of doing it. But the likelihood of the crits activating. But I just need more things that give me illusion. I think that's really the big thing I can say here. That's what I need. Okay, so the Mem Orb is going to be quite a steady, hard hitter here for me, I think. Right. The Orbalisk is not... Annoyingly, I don't actually want to use the Orbalisk. I want to use the Spinificacious Sting. Mostly and only because I need to do enough damage to that goblin in front of me, because I don't think I'm going to do enough damage to it. Oh, I dodged the explosion. That was impressive. I'm not quite sure how I managed that. Okay, so it's got 92 health. So let's see if I can get to that. Okay, that should probably be enough. Excellent. Okay, 129 health. So let's see. Can I... Oh, dear. Well, it worked. I wouldn't say that was how I think it should have gone, but it worked. Right, so looks like we want to go down to the shop, right to the chest, and then right again. So let's see if we can get in here then. Okay, that worked. Right, into the shop. Righty, so that's quite good. Spinification to enemies, that would be very helpful. Additional refresh is also very useful. I think that's probably going to be the 2 that I want. The grubby gloves, add some poison. I'd like the fresh bandana, so additional refresh. And I guess that's probably all I can do there. That's good, though. We got a couple of items, and that's kind of handy. So we want to head to the right. So let's see if this wants to work for me. No, 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 no. I didn't want to go to the left. I really didn't want to go to the left. That's not good. That's really not good. Ah, fiddlesticks. I've got a very bad feeling about this. I'm not going to lie. Oh, right. My spinny bank is... All right, let's give it a go. So we've got some free pebbles. Unfortunately, random navigation does nothing in this current situation. Okay. It's this one where I need to hit the refreshes to get stuff. Okay. Let's see how well this goes. Now, of course, I am slowly but surely getting... Oh, I mean, that's a hefty amount of poison damage for you, isn't it? Okay, so I just have to keep hitting the refreshes to get more things appearing. So, it might work. And there we go, there's another one. I'm really glad that I've got the extra refresh, though, because without that, I'd be in a lot of trouble. Thankfully, though, I do a stupid amount of poison damage, thanks to my stacking of silly poison damage. And that works out lovely. Okay, so that's going to be quite a weak shot, but it is going to kill it. Well, now it's dead. That was a very understated and quite easy... Ah, that's perfect. That's the one. Yes, negative status effects will increase by 1 after each round. So that's going to work okay. Right, so nothing in the shop that I want, so that's fine. I'd love this, but I can't afford it. I'll grab that one. I'm going to... What's the pad? Oh, okay, that one. I'm going to duplicate the evasive maneuver orb. Yeah, because that's more evasion. Evasion is where it's at. Okay, so we're going to get a chest. Interesting. So that could work out, but this is a boss that has caused me enough mischief in the past. So let's see how this goes. Here we go. Here we go. Mischief, here we go. I'm very nervous. I'm not going to lie. I am very, very nervous. Okay. Bang. Slice. Okay, so the poison is just going to keep increasing each turn. And that's the big, lovely bonus that I've got here. So, let's hope that this goes well. Kaboom. And smack. Because I've got piercing penetrative shots all the time. That's really helpful. Now, I need to remember, I want to target the blue one. Now, if you tuned into my last vague attempts at doing this, the blue one heals this damn thing. And that is not helpful, as you can probably imagine. Because, of course, if it heals, that's going to mess my life up. Because then it won't die, and I really want it to die because it needs to go away. I hate this thing. I hate this boss. It's so annoying. It's so frustrating, and it needs to just buzz off. Okay. Oh, it's hitting me really hard, and I've got no way of healing myself. This is a thing, like this run, I've got no healing whatsoever. I've got nothing in that regard, which is kind of frightening, if I'm brutally honest. I've got no way of damage controlling myself. That ain't good. Okay, so that's a good chunk of poison damage stacked on. I'm gonna die, I think. I think this is actually going to be game over. Don't think this is going to go well. Because, again, as I said, I don't have any way of healing. And these things have got stupid health. And they're just going to be very, very annoying. Also, I've only got 4 health, like 8 health left. Oh, here goes. Yeah, I'm gone for. Right, well, it didn't end well. But we did our best. If you did enjoy, please do like, share, and subscribe. I got a hell of a lot farther this time than I'd have done previously, so hopefully you'll catch me again tomorrow as I valiantly attempt Crucible 15 once again. But to do so, remember, like, share, and subscribe, and we all know how YouTube works. It's a pain in the ass at the best of times. So, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow with attempt number 5.